Hello everyone. I'm extremely happy to be there today. And if you're not okay, I hope you're okay. But if you're not okay, it will be okay. And I'm sending you all my love. So the topic of the day is: should I stop going to school? This is a question I think I'm not the only one who might ask themselves, wondering themselves if they need to stop going to school. My God, I'm smiling doing this video, but it might be really tough for me to explain. So we're going to talk about my school journey till there, how I went to school, how I was as a student, and why I'm wondering if I should stop going to school. Um, I'm already spoiling. I don't think I'm gonna stop, but I can wonder if I should. So yeah, I started school when I was 2 because I was born in the end of the year. So I was 2 when I started going to school, almost turning 3. I was really shy in the beginning. From 3 to 6, I'd say I was really shy, but I could already read when I was 4. I definitely think that I was gifted or something, but my parents didn't trust in this kind of stuff. They were like, "You're a normal child. Don't try to be weird, please. Don't embarrass ourselves. Don't embarrass us, please. I beg." So I was just a normal child. I was trying to be a normal child, but I was really shy. And I didn't have that much friends. I just feel like I think it's called kindergarten or something like that, before primary school. You're just, yeah, friend with everyone, okay? So I was just like, yeah, I was really smart, really knowledgeable. I knew a lot of stuff. I could already read, but I was so like in my mind, in my bubble. I didn't talk that much. So I remember when I was 6, one of my like the teacher. We did have only one teacher. The teacher told my mother that I was dreaming. She was like, she doesn't stop looking outside. Like, what is happening to her? She's not attentive, and she was triggered by this because I didn't listen to the course and the lessons, but I was getting good grades because I already knew what she was saying because I was really smart at the time. And yeah, she was like, she's always dreaming. She had the head in the clouds. This is what she wrote. And yeah, I was really shy. I didn't want to talk to my friends, to my classmates. I was so lost. I swear I remember how I was because I have a pretty good memory, and I was in my own bubble. Like I wasn't living with the rest of the people. So yeah, then I went, so I was 6. I was in primary school from 6 to 10 or to 9. Yeah, I'd say 5 to 9, something like this. And I had really bad moments in primary school. Some stuff happened. Maybe I will do a story time. I think that a story time will be too heavy for me to do. So yeah, I just had bad time. Yeah, I've been bullied in school for 2 years at the time. I think 2 years, something like this. That's okay. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't like constant bullying, but it can just print traumas in your subconscious for real. Yeah. Anyway, I was really good. I was really good at school, always the first one. Same for middle school. Then arrived high school. I was 15. I dropped out of high school because I was so depressed. Nobody would listen to me. Nobody would understand me. I felt so stuck and so lost. And I was like so closed-minded because I only knew school and home. I'd already talked about that in one of my previous podcasts. Not really deep, but I don't want to talk too much about it. So I was really smart, really knowledgeable, but I didn't really like school, I think, at the moment. But I tried to force myself to go back to school and get my high school degree. I got my high school degree. I did 2 years in college that I didn't like. And then I'm here in my private school, studying IT at the moment. And I'm like, oh my God. The first year in this school was really hard. COVID hit and I was so lost, but I tried my best not to give up because people were telling me it doesn't matter if you're in the top, if you're not in the top 5, it doesn't matter if you're good or not. As long as you pass, it's okay. So I had this philosophy on first year, second year. So I wasn't excellent, even though I had really good capacities, and I still have good capacities. Now I'm in third year of this school. I'm about to do a master's degree, so it will be 5 years, and I'm like, oh my god, it seems to be so much getting stuck from 9 to 5, from Monday to Friday, just to get a piece of paper, and then like this piece of paper will only allow me to do the same thing but just getting paid a bit more. And I'm like, oh my god, am I really able to do that? I am able to do that, but it's not really what I desire. What I really desire is freedom. I love freedom, and I've been trying to be rich for so long, but the only thing I wanted was freedom and choice. I just wanted to be free and make the choice that I wanted. And this is my desire. And I can't really define my dreams yet. I can't really define my specific goals yet. I'm not really specific on my goals. And I've already done a podcast on waiting to be disappointed. And sometimes I have so much doubt inside of me and so much negative thinking that I'm not even able to have clear goals and achievable goals. But I will make a podcast on this one too. So yeah, stay tuned. And I'm like, should I stop going to school? Should I? I don't know. What will make the biggest change in my life today will be being independent. Independence doesn't always come with school. I could get a minimum wage job because I didn't tell you, but I'm still living with my parents, and I could get this kind of jobs, work every day, and just start investing in real estate. But I'm like, if ever you start with a minimum wage, you will not be able to get a big loan or a big mortgage. So if ever you wait for 2 years and a half only, you're already halfway through, you will get your degree, you will get a better job and a better salary, and you will be able to loan more, to get more from the bank. So yeah, what is preventing me from keeping up? I'm looking for an apprenticeship and I couldn't find it for the moment. I'm trying my best not to let my limiting belief telling me that I'm not able to do so, to get one, to find one, or that I'm too, like I suck so much that I can't make it, or nobody wants me, and all this kind of stuff that my brain is telling me. And also procrastination of applying and all this stuff. Anyway, I've been trying to work inside my network and all this stuff. Anyway. So what is preventing me from going to school is not finding an apprenticeship, the fact that I will have to do 9 to 5 from Monday to Friday with consistency, otherwise I don't get paid for 2 years and a half, which seems to be a lot. Oh my god. Also, I have 1 hour 15 to get there, and if this one is only if it is good, like the traffic is good. If the traffic isn't good, it could be like it could last forever. It's 1 hour and 15 minutes, so it means 3 hours of public transports. 3 hours spent in the public transports every day. Also, I don't know, but I'm not so sure that it's the field that would suit me. IT is really, really huge. It's a really vast field. So even if I'm not coding, I will find something as a project manager, as anything that could really suit me. I could, be a salesperson, marketing, whatever. It's really easy to work in IT nowadays. You don't always have to get a degree to work in IT. And also, I'm not really vibing and matching with my classmates at the moment. I just feel like they are so masculine and so aggressive sometimes. One of them specifically is really triggering me. So I'm like, if ever you heal, will you be that triggered? Will you be that sad going to school? And I feel so sad just having this kind of rat race, whenever I just feel like I'm running in a wheel. I'm going nowhere. I'm just like, you run, you're running, but you're going nowhere. But yes, I know that I'm going to get my diploma. I know that I'm going to get my degree. But at the same time, I'm so worrying of not being able to do it. I don't know if it's a limiting belief or if it's really true, because I've been trying to do stuff that I didn't like. I've tried to have discipline, but I worked so hard that I ended up having a burnout, and I don't want to have a burnout again. So I will be talking about that with my therapist. I will not see her this week, but next week I hope I will be able to stay in school, because I would really like to get my degree. It will mean a lot for me. I will be the first one in my family getting a master's degree, and I will get a higher salary. But if it's my only motivation, I don't know if it's enough to keep going, and I don't know if it's enough as a motivation just to get a degree. So yeah, let me know what you think. If ever you stopped school and now doing okay, because I don't want to disappoint anyone, and yeah, I don't want to be doing nothing. Tell me about your experience. I will be really glad to read you. And yeah, I don't want to disappoint my parents and just stop and not having another plan, because I can't have a plan. There is a podcast arriving soon. I think it will be the next one. Not being able to define your dreams and your goals. So I don't have any specific goal. I don't have any stuff to do. Whenever you say I'd like to do 500 a month and all this stuff, I don't know where I'd like to start. I don't know even where I would like to be to start somewhere. I just know that I want freedom, and that I just get to have fun in what I do for a living. I just don't want to trade time for money in the conventional way, because you always trade time for money. I'm trading time to do my passion, and that's okay. So you have to trade time for money. To me, that's okay too, but not the same stuff as you will get $18 per hour. I don't want to do this kind of stuff anymore. But at the same time, I don't know if it bothers me that much, and I don't really know where this comes from. Is it because I've been watching too much content of people just dropping out of college to do whatever they wanted? Or is it because I really don't feel great? Because it makes me cry sometimes having to go to school. I feel so empty. I'm so worried. And I usually had this kind of stuff whenever you're overthinking a situation. And when you're in the situation, it's not that bad, or it's even cool and fun. But this time I was overthinking. I was trying to see everything negative, and when I arrived to school, it was as bad as I thought, even worse. So yeah, I'd like to change my energy on that. See if I can keep up for at least this year. If I find an apprenticeship, I think that I might continue, because it's a contract. You sign it, you have to go for it. Hopefully I will find something that matches my personality and matches my desires, even though my desires aren't clear. And I just feel like I can't stop going to school just to rest, or just to cry all day long, or just to heal, because I have responsibilities of my own life, and I can't just heal like this. I know that I'm living with my parents and I could just take the time to heal, but I would not like not to do anything with my life. I would like to do so, but I don't like, when you have some other people around you, you can't only be that egotistical that you just think just about you. I know that my parents will not understand, and I don't want to be in this kind of argument again, because I've already dropped out of college before. I told you I did 2 years of college that I didn't like, so I had to drop out, and I don't want to drop out of college again. And no, I've never seen a path that is just linear or exponential. So you have to go down sometimes, and I just think that it's one of the adversity, and I just have to keep going for the moment. If I really really don't feel good, I will just try to journal and talk about that with my therapist and just make it clear. So should I stop going to school? I don't know, because it might be a key to open the door of freedom. It's not the only key, but for the moment, it's the only one I see, because my desires aren't clear, and I don't want to stop for doing nothing. Just because I can't. If ever I tell my parents I'd like to stop going to school, they will say okay. Maybe they will be a bit angry, but it's my life. They will say okay, it's your life, but now what do you want to do now? Because yeah, we are paying for rent, we are paying everything for the moment. They aren't paying everything, to be honest, but they are paying everything related to the house, and I'm paying for my education, my driving license, my phone, everything else. And they will be okay, but how will you pay for your stuff? And if ever we die, or if you want to get your independence, how will you do? How will you earn your money after? Now it's okay. You can do that for, 3, 5 years if you want. But what will you do then? You know, what will be the stuff that will make you pay your rent when you will be 30? Because 25 is okay for still being in school, but what will you do when you will be 30? Which kind of job would you do? You're not going to stay here not doing anything. It's not because it's failure. I think they will more be worried of me just trying to be independent and not make it. So yeah, anyway, I'm wondering if I should stop going to school. Making this video makes me feel way better. I feel relieved because I was able to word stuff. I was able to speak it because I was feeling it for so long. I've been feeling it for so long already, and it just feels so good putting words on it. I would really like to have your experience. On stopping school, dropping out of college, being a failure in school maybe, or just keeping up for getting your degree and what you're doing now. Are you using your degree or not? Have you found how to have a clearer vision of what you wanted and now you're doing something else? Maybe even stopping school, start working and coming back to school because you felt that you needed a degree or you wanted to get a degree in a field that you liked more, because I don't know what I like, so I couldn't start another degree or college studies doing something I don't really know if I like it or not. So thank you so much for listening to me. I hope it wasn't too boring. I always feel like my videos are boring, but I just know that there are some people out there waiting for this kind of content and they couldn't find it on YouTube. So I don't have to worry about what I'm doing. I'm just doing it with fun and good energy. And if I'm vibrating, someone else will vibrate with me, I guess. So thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, like this video, and see you in the next one.